Yeah, so whiskey review. So the way this was supposed to work was Lenore redeemed this, and she was supposed to like give me a whiskey that I could find, but I guess we couldn't really find one. That's the problem with some of these things, because Captain Coke. I'm too extra. It's not that. It's they're just some of these whiskeys are just very, very rare to find in stores, especially where I'm from. Just because, well, I mean, all over, like whiskeys are just, they're in, and so when there's a special release or something, or even things that like people, the community just like knows is a very good whiskey, you have people that just go wait in line. They know when the trucks get to the liquor stores. They wait in line before these things open, and then they just buy out all the stock. And so it leaves people like me that don't do that really hard to find some of these things. And like, I guess over the past year or two that I've been doing this, like I have bought some of these. No, not in my state. We cannot buy over the interwebs. Virgin Cuba Libre. Yeah, Denevian knows what's up, because he's from the same state as me, and he knows that it's kind of hard to find the rarer stuff, or even like just well-known good whiskeys that are somewhat limited to buy. Regardless, I did have some stuff in my cabinet that Lenore said, hey, let's do a taste test of this. So today, I'm gonna just taste test Angel's Envy. I've already had it, but it'd be good to compare it to something. This is actually, let's see, it's a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished in port wine barrels. It's 43.3% alcohol by volume, so that's 86.6 proof. Let's see what else it says. I mean, it's got like a batch number and a bottle number and stuff like that. I don't know if y'all can see that, but my camera's kind of terrible. All bourbons are aged in charred white oak barrels. It's just like any other bourbon. However, Angel's Envy is finished in port wine casks, giving it a more complex flavor you won't find anywhere else. And I will admit that this does have a taste that I remember that I had not tasted in any other bourbon since I've had it. But my good old standby is Wild Turkey 101. This is a very budget bourbon, but it's also one that I tend to compare things. Well, I like it, and it's cheap enough to where, like, if something can't stand up to Wild Turkey 101, I'm always like, why wouldn't I just get Wild Turkey 101? So let's see. That's illegal. What's illegal? Oh yeah, buying on the interwebs. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with chat here. I can buy on the interwebs. I'm jealous that you guys can. I wish that my state would, pass something, repeal something, whatever is blocking that. Not even whiskey is safe from scalpers. Yeah, it's just bad, and it's it kind of sucks, man. No booze on Sundays or within a range of church. Yes, that is a thing as well. That is what happens when you're in the Bible Belt. Yep. Yeah, the bottle for Angel's Envy is very cool. I like it. I have some other bottles that I really like too, that I can show you guys maybe on another stream. Wish your state would give it a time. So, yep, me too. Okay, so let's dive right in. I'm gonna just pour a dram here. I'm gonna pour this one a little bit more than the Wild Turkey because I won't need much to compare it with, but I actually will want a drink of the Angel's Envy. So off the bat, like I can kind of tell, it's maybe hard to tell in light without light here, but this is the Angel's Envy. This is the Wild Turkey. Color-wise, they look somewhat similar to me. It's maybe a little bit darker with the Angel's Envy. So we'll go on the nose here. See, it says that looks like the same glass that we have. Maybe. I got this for Christmas for my wife. It came with a decanter that I put an infinity bottle of bourbon in. So on the nose, I get very clear, distinct brown sugar bourbon. You know, the typical bourbon notes that you would find. I also get coming through a very strong, it's a very strong fruit smell. And I'm attributing that to probably the port wine cask there. So on the Wild Turkey, what kind of fruit? It's really hard to tell. Like apples and cherries to me. No, it's not citrus. Not citrus at all. It's a sweet apples and cherry. Now on the nose here, like this is very different. Like this has got more bourbon. This to me is better on the nose, the Wild Turkey. And it's got this classic bourbon smell, which is like brown sugar, and it comes in really heavy with that. But it's got this spice that I just can't describe. It's like a nutmeg or something that's in the back. Just pause string and bring me some. I can see if I can figure out what fruit it is. Yeah, or I'll just chug the bottle. But yeah, so like the notes on the Wild Turkey, in my opinion, are a little more exciting. They have it's got this spice, and that's really what I like about the Wild Turkey, because it shows up in the taste as well in the palate. It's got this I want to say nutmeg, but that's just not the right. That's not a 100% match to what's going on here. But yeah, the music here. But yeah, it also comes in a lot heavier with, you know, the typical bourbon brown sugar smell. Going back to the Angel's Envy, just on the nose, and yeah, it is a much more mild bourbon smell that like I said, in the background it does have that fruit that comes in, and that's probably just attributed to that extra aging that they do in those port wine barrels that just takes some of that bourbon off and kind of dims it. So we'll go on the palate now. Angel's Envy, you immediately get the fruit, and that is definitely like coming to the front of this bourbon. Yeah, on the finish, you got a little bit of spice, tad bit of burn. It's a very mild bourbon though. I mean, what did I say it was? 40, it's 43% bourbon, or 43% alcohol. So in terms of like alcohol percentage, it's kind of barely meeting the requirements there for bourbon. But yeah, again, on the palate, the first thing I taste is that fruit. Yeah, it's good though. It's tasty. It's definitely more unique because of that fruit taste. It's 43% a lot. No, it's actually not. Wild Turkey is going to be 101 proof, so it's 50% alcohol. So it's much more. It's much higher. Yeah, most people didn't know that Wild Turkey 101 is the proof. Yep. So yeah, back to the Wild Turkey on the palate here. Yeah, you immediately get the spice. You can feel the 101. You can definitely feel that percentage and proof on the palate and on the finish. But it's got that spice that's up front that I really enjoy. And it's the same one that shows up in the nose, and it's just straight. To me, it tastes exactly as it smells. It has that awesome, like, you know, brown sugar that comes on really strong from the bourbon, and then it's also got that spice. Tastes just like it smells. Delicious. I really enjoy Wild Turkey 101. I know, so like we do have a local whiskey club here. It's actually not local because there's other people that are in it too, from across the country. It's very small though, people that know each other. And I know that Wild Turkey 101 is not very popular with them, but I like it. Yeah. I do feel like I'm music is like for fighting a Dark Souls boss or something, and I'm like just tasting whiskey in a Dark Souls boss fight or something. So just doing some side-by-side comparison here. Yeah. The proof definitely stands out for sure. The Angel's Envy is a much, like, if you're not into like higher proof alcohol or bourbons or whiskeys or whatever, you're not gonna like Wild Turkey 101. That is for sure. This Angel's Envy is probably something that you would like more. I'm interested to see, like, I mean, I think this was like $60, $70 a bottle or something, the Angel's Envy. And so that's probably a little over my price point for something I'd want to put in an old fashioned, but I bet it would make a really good one.